did it. After 10 long years in the hells, I'm fucking free! A minor inconvenience. I'll find a way to get it removed.
You can't hide it, even from yourself. You are deeply unsettled by that thing in your brain. You haven't a clue how to cure it.
Right. Always. Right?
Breath out. Slowly, gently. You take stock of your senses. Your hearing is sharp, your mind is lucid. You feel no pain, no fever, no ill sensations. You are still you. Old questions give way to a new one. Shouldn't you have begun to change by now? Another breath in, another breath out. You can worry and wonder tomorrow. Until then, you must rest. It is a fitful night, haunted by the bitter memories of the past. Memories of your father, Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard, and his diplomatic mission to Elturel. Memories of the diabolical bargain you made to save Baldur's Gate in his absence. Memories of your father casting you, his hell's-touched son, out of your beloved city.
My poor little pupster. A free trip on a mind flare machine, and all you've got is a brain bug to show for it. Come knocking before you've settled in. I may be half devil, but I'm no monster. Sweet spot you've found for yourself. But I wouldn't get too cozy. After all, we've got a deal.
Another memory seizes your mind. You race through the burning wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, the diabolical figure called Karlach cuts through demonic invaders, her single horn blazing in flame. You are the hunter, and she is your prey.
Wrong on both counts, pet. Karlach's not just the Hell's problem now. She fled Avernus on the same ship you hitched a ride on. Wild little thing. You don't find her and cut her down, she'll burn the whole coast to ash. And I know the famed Blade of Frontiers would never stand for that. Obedient thing. Oh, I love to see it. Good boys get treats. Bad boys? Well, let's not think about that till we need to. Be a good boy. Bring me her head for dessert. I have a sweet tooth. And devils on the menu.
Gazing up at the night sky, you try to will yourself to sleep. Useless. You can't stop thinking of Shah's sacred mission. Protect the artifact. Find your contact in Baldur's Gate. Fulfill Shah's command. Its weight reassures you. Shah's will and your destiny right in your grasp. So many brothers and sisters sacrificed for it. Only you remain. You and the vile creature inside you. The mere thought of it makes you shiver. You have to rid yourself of the tadpole. Shah herself is counting on you. the sounds of the wilderness answer. Sleep is a hazy oasis on the far side of a desert of worry. You know exactly what this illithid parasite will do to you. Within 7 days, you'll become a mind flayer. But what about the bomb in your chest? Ceramorphosis is likely to destabilize it. What then? You imagine the explosion. Thousands will die. You have to stop it. Ceramorphosis and the orb itself. You'll need to drain magical energy from a powerful artifact soon. As you contemplate your hubris, your eyelids grow heavier and heavier.
Excuse me, Mr. Decarios! Mr. Decarios! Yoo-hoo! Destiny is at your door. Will you at least twitch the curtain? Well, it isn't the mother of all magic, lucky for you. You look terrible. Are you eating? I have my doubts. But first things first. That's it. No one manages the nuances quite like you. Making sure you keep on the straight and narrow, as is my task in this weary life. I looked away for a moment just once, and look where it got us. You, a living doomsday device. The shame.
Nestled amongst your books and papers, Tara bore witness to your greatest triumphs and your greatest failure. You made yourself a walking cataclysm, the annihilation brewing within you, just about held at bay by your constant consumption of magical objects. Tara saw it all, but never left your side.
Speaking of which, I brought you something for your tummy troubles.
A ring coursing with magic. The Netherese orb within you shudders, longing to consume, to devour. It must be satisfied.
We have a great deal of catching up to do. Eat that, have a wash, and for the love of all that's dear, a shave. Then you can fill me in on what I've missed. Of course, Mr. Decarios. What else are friends for? Now eat up. If you explode and kill us all, I'll be furious.
Breathe a little easier. The magic you consumed has staved off the dark hunger within you. For now.
Ah! Oh, goodness. That thing on your face is even worse than I remember. Mr. Decarios, if you have to ask, there's no hope for you at all. Please tell me you've at least made inroads when it comes to finding someone to settle down with. Myself and Mrs. Decarios are starting to think you intend to die alone. Naturally. After you abandoned her, there was only me left to keep her company. She's very good company, though. Ah, the stories we've traded over toast and tea. You're a highly entertaining source of speculation. But speculation only goes so far. Tell me, Mr. Decarios, how have you been? start at the top, then. Oh, well, that is... How long do you have? Days? Mistra preserve us, Mr. Decarius. Gale, you are the finest mind, the finest wizard I have ever had the pleasure to know. If anyone can beat this thing, it is you. When you tried to control the weave, when it all went, pardon my language, belly up, I was terrified, scared you'd be hurt, scared Mistra would punish you for your transgression. But do you know what never crossed my mind? That you wouldn't figure a way out of it. My clever friend never leaves a knot knotted. This parasite is one more knot, so get to tugging threads. And, Mr. Decarius, please, the beard. I'd cut it down myself if I could hold a razor.
Slowly, gently, you take stock of your senses. Your hearing is sharp, your mind is lucid. You feel no pain, no fever, no ill sensations. You are still you. Old questions give way to a new one. Shouldn't you have begun to change by now? Another breath in, another breath out. You can worry and wonder tomorrow. Until then, you must rest. You seek rest, but an active mind refuses you. Your mission should be your focus. Finding a Githyanki creche, using a Zaithisk device to silence the Gake parasite. Instead, recent memories overwhelm you. The Kithraki attacking the Nautiloid, warring demons and devils, the twitching Gake tadpole. Your head twinges. Is it the tadpole, you wonder? Had you imagined it? Or were you soon to turn? Suffering is not a curse, but a gift. So RPGGirl had taught you. You will take this chance to overcome and ascend. Even the Kithraki will bow to you. Your thoughts turn to courage. A deep sleep soon follows. One breath out. Slowly, gently. You take stock of your senses. Your hearing is sharp, your mind is lucid. You feel no pain, no fever, no ill sensations. You are still you. Old questions give way to a new one. Shouldn't you have begun to change by now? Another breath in, another breath out. You can worry and wonder tomorrow. Until then, you must rest. You try to rest, but your mind won't settle. Just yesterday, you were seducing a young noble, luring him to your master's lair. Today, you'd been kidnapped by mind flayers, chased through hell by dragons, and thrown out of a burning ship. And you felt the sun on your skin. You should have burst into flames. You wonder if your ability to walk in the sun is a side effect of the tadpole the mind flare put in your eye. It must be. All you know for sure is, given time, it will turn you into one of them. Getting rid of the tadpole will mean returning to the darkness. Unless you understand it, master it. Which means finding an expert. You mentally shuffle through places likely to have an expert in mind flayers. Candlekeep, Neverwinter, Menzoberranzan, Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is close to your master's coven, but also home to amazing scholars. Still, that's a problem for the morning.